Oh, a little bit more disrespect from Patrick. Spencer Slade could be right on the same track.
Absolutely.
Especially if he's able to pick up a victory over said superstar in Patrick Clark.
Spencer Slade has played his circumstances and his physical disability very close to the chest, and I think that's why. You know, when you come into the game at what many would consider a deficit with a physical disability, a lot of times people will try to take advantage. As you see, Spencer just bringing in Patrick the hard way.
To your point, Brent, Spencer, I mean, he's not shying away from his disability, just not mentioning it.
Yeah.
Unlike the Dream.
And that's the thing. Spencer Slade has been able to accomplish so much. He has turned what many would see as a weakness into a strength, and here's why. He's a damn machine, plain and simple. This man is a wrestling machine.
And a strong one at that, sending Patrick to the outside.
And if Spencer can't hear you, he damn sure can feel the Joppa audience.
Oh, and Patrick just felt the edge of the ring apron. It'd be a real detriment to the Dream.
Yeah, Patrick Clark is being forced to eat the words that he was speaking earlier. And also the fists and that suplex as Patrick Clark, the Dream, reeling.
Nice right hand jab.
Wow, a haymaker. Look at Spencer fired up.
Well, that's the thing. As I mentioned, this is a rematch from Hollywood. A matchup that Patrick Clark, you know, with that dastardly and patented low blow, was able to pick up the victory over Spencer Slade. Spencer knows what he's in there with.
Those punches just fired away. Patrick trying to create some space between himself and the submission specialist.
Well, especially when you're in there with somebody who calls himself a submission specialist.
The backbreaker, first cover, and the lateral press, and the leg is hooked, and Patrick Clark kicking out. Patrick again trying to get some respite, get some air and opportunity between himself and Spencer Slade. Becky Phillips, our senior official, right in position.
Talking about creating space. Spencer was giving him that space.
And shoulder first.
Yeah, mistake from Spencer. Driving that shoulder into that middle turnbuckle.
And that's the last thing you want to make in the ring with Patrick Clark is a mistake. An opening.
Oh.
Speaking of opening, that shot.
Yeah, a little open hand strike.
Well, Patrick Clark, such a unique and just one of one type of talent. Who else shows up to the building in their gear, wrestles in their street clothes, leaves in the same thing that he showed up in? I mean, the guy is just, he's built different. To say he marches to the beat of his own drum is an understatement. Oh. That European uppercut into one fell swoop, dropping the elbow, and now gloating.
Yeah, that's the thing, gloating, not going for the cover, which could be an arrogant mistake from the Dream.
Dream trapping Slade, and that's pure raw strength. You know, Patrick Clark was built, constructed, the foundation of his immense talent poured the concrete right here in this building, in the R.J. Meyer Arena. Not just in the R.J. Meyer Arena, but by the man whose namesake is on the building, R.J. Meyer the Bruiser.
And not to mention the fact Patrick always talks about how he was the man who helped build this place. He was the one who painted the walls.
That's a shoot. That's real.
Yeah, that's legitimate.
Literally painted the walls.
Oh
my God.
As is that low blow shot.
The only man that I know, the only competitor that I know that has somehow been able to work the low blow and, hold on, planked across the body of Spencer in a 2 count, been able to work that low blow into his arsenal effectively. And that's just a testament, I think, to the wrestling genius of Patrick Clark. He does so without getting caught, without getting disqualified.
And that's the thing. Patrick is so good in that ring, doesn't need to resort to tactics like that, just chooses to, just for his own entertainment.
Just because he can.
Yeah.
Because he can. Because he knows that it's salt in the wounds. It's not enough to beat his opponent. He has to humiliate them.
Oh, there's that power.
And you gotta be here live. 1000 Joppa Farm Road, the Jackhammer, to see these two behemoths, these two centurions, these two gladiators in person. MCW Pro Wrestling is the only place where you can find the Dream Patrick Clark, the only place you can find Spencer Slade and he clashing, locking horns, an NWA star locking horns with a former NXT WWE superstar. All under the roof of MCW.
And you can see Spencer still trying to fight back, and I gotta say, Patrick seems like he may be taking Spencer lightly, even letting him get those shots in because he knew he was going to take him to the outside.
Well, Patrick Clark has the edge on experience, has the edge on big fight feel, when the bright lights are shining.
Not to mention he's a master at bending the rules in his favor.
Bending is a very conservative way to put that.
Thought better of it.
Well, I think you saw that Spencer was scouting that. Did you see Spencer made eye contact?
Was it that he saw that Spencer was scouting it, or just didn't want to give the fans maybe what they wanted?
I don't know. If you get inside the mind of Patrick Clark,
it's going to be a long journey because that is a very twisted road.
Yeah, right. Send me a letter. How about this? Look at this, and how wise is that Patrick Clark is using that headgear as a weapon, almost trying to blind, as if it wasn't bad enough for hearing impairment on the part of Spencer Slade, now trying to take away his eyesight.
Not to mention the fact he was also antagonizing the MCW fans.
Patrick Clark is this individual. He has a conversation with the audience as he is competing.
Yeah, that's always great when not only are you getting beat down, but your opponent talks about it as he's doing it.
Frustrating that must be, but look at Spencer Slade getting that second wind, doing what he does best, fighting through the adversity, trying to hook up. Patrick has that double underhook.
Oh, that was just raw power.
The butterfly suplex. Did you see Patrick Clark trying to hook his foot on that middle rope to prevent the suplex? But
yeah, smart strategy from Patrick, but Spencer just too powerful, ripping Patrick away from those ropes.
And again, a second one. Could we see the hat trick? Spencer, a little daylight in that sermon, but able to snap it off.
Found the trifecta in those German suplexes. And you can see Spencer is feeling it now.
And a battering ram into the midsection of the Dream.
Possibly looking for that air raid crash.
Nope. Clark rolls through. But look at this, Spencer!
He was looking for the air raid crash, but he may have found that ankle lock.
And I don't know if Patrick Clark wears those cowboy boots or those cowboy boots wear Patrick Clark, but right now, Spencer Slade is trying to literally tear the ankle off of the thigh of Patrick Clark.
Oh, not letting go.
Clark.
And dragging him away from the ropes. Very smart from Spencer, pulling him right to the center.
Prime real estate for the submission, but Patrick Clark rolling through. Can he capitalize?
Oh, Dream Valley driver.
Nobody does it better, but you see, still favoring that ankle. Could be injured, near leg, hooked. But Spencer Slade able to get that left shoulder off the mat. And Patrick Clark, under different circumstances, I think would have had the pinfall victory there.
Yeah, don't get it wrong. That was not a lackadaisical cover. It was the fact that Patrick, just favoring that ankle, looked for any kind of cover.
You can see, you can almost feel the panic starting to rise in Patrick Clark, that he knows he is in trouble. The boot is off. He's trying to alleviate some of that swelling that is surely going on.
Oh, Spencer meeting him up top.
Patrick pushes him down.
Oh! The purple Rainmaker.
Patrick Clark has fought through the pain. Fought through the possible ankle injury. Made his way to his vertical base. And now he is savoring the flavor of what looks to be an imminent victory.
Yeah, but could that be a mistake? He's actually listening to the fans. Fans chanting that they want one more. Could that be a mistake from the Dream?
Prone, laying on that mat.
And another purple Rainmaker, and Spencer may be out.
Both legs hooked. Spencer Slade kicking out.
And you can see the shock in Patrick's face. He thought that was it.
I don't need to see the shock. I can feel it. This MCW audience can feel it.
You mentioned earlier desperation. We may be seeing it right now. Patrick with that chair.
And the drop toe hold. Becky trying to get the chair out of the ring here, but Patrick Clark in big, big trouble. Patrick Clark trying to do anything he can.
Oh, Dragon Screw.
Look at that, just a vicious demon, like a man possessed. And he's got it locked.
And he's got him tapping.
The Dream taps.
The winner of this match by submission, Spencer Slade.